Welcome to Access a Trader, the #1 community for those who are committed to taking control of their trading in order to achieve success, profitability, and longevity. Thank you for joining us. Here's Dan Shapiro to help you find your edge, master your process, and own your future.
Hey guys, good evening everybody. Welcome to another edition of the AccessATrader.com nightly update show. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody had a good trading day, and hopefully everybody's well, right? The flu is going around. A lot of people are starting to get sick, especially here in the Northeast. Again, people are still coming back. We're trying to recover from those horrific fires in California. Again, life is tough, right? Life is tough. Again, you got to roll with the punches. So, why would trading be any different? Life is tough. Trading is tough. Welcome to life. Guys, always remember, life is only the hardest the first 100 years. Gets a little easier after, from what I understand. But you don't need to make trading impossible. And that's the most important part. I kind of outlined what to expect once we lose the 50-day moving average over the weekend video. A couple of days ago, we talked about some do's. We talked about some don'ts. Before we get into that, guys, be so kind. Support the channel. Click a like, share, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. So if you go back to not last night's video, the weekend video, I talked about some of the do's and don'ts of trading in a market that lost the 50-day moving average. The first thing we covered, we don't know how long we're going to be underneath the 50-day moving average. 2022, we were underneath the 50-day for 13 months, led to a 36% decline. The latest installment of below the 50-day moving average, we talked about it, was in August. We were there for 11 days, and we watched the Qs basically go down about $25. So the question was, how long we're going to stay below? And the answer continues to be, we don't know, right? We don't absolutely know. But we talked about some of the things to do and not to do, right? The one thing we talked about definitely not doing, if you've been watching this video for a very, very long time, or even the last couple of weeks or whatever the case may be, we talk about this constantly. Under no circumstances do you ever buy gap ups in a market that is underneath the 50-day moving average, because realistically, you are buying stock into supply. Again, all you need to do is reference the weekend video. Okay, I talked about this very specifically. Under no circumstances do you buy gap ups on strength, because realistically, again, what used to be your support is now your supply. And the realistic part about it is, until we get above the previous day's channel, that's a very, very big no-no. So what did the market do today? December PPI came in below estimates, with core market-to-market, month-to-month flat for the first time for July. The market initially loved, right? Absolutely loved that number. Everything was great. Everything was wonderful. Everything was marvelous. And then we took a crap, right? We took a crap. NASDAQ went up like 150, 200 points to negative, and we closed red again, which basically means anybody who bought anything in the NASDAQ 100 in the first half hour, 40 minutes of the game, pre-market, you lost money instantly, because again, stocks got rejected in supply. Again, it's not something that one day I magically woke up and realized. It's just years and years, again, kicked in the you-know-what, until you realize, well, wait a minute, maybe I should move, maybe I should deflect, maybe I should get out of the way. And that's exactly been the theme for a sell cycle market. And again, we're not in a bear market, but we are in a sell cycle market. Below the 50-day is a sell signal. We've been talking about this nonstop. Here's the caveat, right? Tomorrow is the CPI, right? Tomorrow is the CPI. I mean, look, the Bulls have one really realistic shot here to get off the mat, okay? To get off the mat and to start reclaiming back at least the 5-day moving average where it got rejected today. We talked about it last night in the video. Is there a shot we had a death cat bounce today? That death cat literally lasted. It literally lasted for 15 minutes at the open. That's it. This is how quickly things change in a bear market, a bear interval. I talked about it last night on the video. The only thing that I really was looking at was Tesla today. We talked about potential getting to 414. It got to 417 pre-market. and then gave us a couple of bounce opportunities that were good. The problem was, and again, I continue to trade ranges. The problem was the reason why the stock ran up yesterday. And obviously when I sat down and recorded the video, I didn't know. I was just running a little bit late, taking my daughter to training. But the reason why it ran up last night was chatter, right? It was absolute chatter that, hey, there's a vote coming in on January 19th by, I think the House or Congress, whatever the case may be, to potentially ban TikTok from the United States. And oh, by the way, now that Trump is, really, really buddy with Elon Musk, well, wait, what about the idea of selling, the U.S. arm of TikTok to Elon, right? The stock absolutely went crazy yesterday. And then when people started realizing some point mid-morning that, hey, this is probably far-fetched, it's not really something imminent or even discussed in preliminary matter, the stock got sold off. And not only did the stock was up $14, $17 this morning. And look at the stock. I mean, it got absolutely murdered here. This is a fake wick here, so excuse me. Yeah, the stock got absolutely murdered into the close. Again, and anybody who bought Tesla today into supply, you got murdered. You got murdered. The stock literally went to daily supply and sold off $27 from daily supply. If you look at Nvidia, right, just missed the area. I was trying to get some stock off at 37 and traded to 36.30s, and the stock got absolutely murdered. Every stock, just look at every single stock that gapped up to supply, right? Amazon gapped into the 10-day moving average, got sold off. I mean, it goes one after another after another. So you figure, right? The trader, the investor gets a little bit smarter. But right now, we're kind of in this like denial stage, right? A lot of new traders or investors are in the denial stage. Oh no, we'll bounce back. We'll reclaim back to 50-day any day. We're oversold. Guys, we're day 3 underneath the 50-day moving average after going up at 1.70% on the Qs in 2 years. We're not oversold. I mean, look at this. Look at the monthly, right? Look at the monthly chart. Does this look oversold to you? What chart does this look oversold to you? So again, I'm rooting for the market, right? I personally think it's much easier trading in a bull market than it is in a bear cycle, just because it's much more smoother. You could take a lot of risk overnight. You could go really aggressive. In a sell cycle, you got to pick your spots. You got to really wait for stocks to break down. You got to wait for rallies to short into supply. So it's a little bit more challenging. But as you guys have seen, especially in the webinar in the last 3 days, we've been doing pretty well. I mean, we've been hitting these rejection areas pretty well. So it's not the point of bull market versus bear market. Yes, I would enjoy a bull market just like everybody else, but to sit here, right? To sit here and comfortably turn around and go, yeah, we're oversold. I just showed you on the monthly chart what not an oversold chart looks like. So again, we don't know how long we're going to be underneath the 50-day moving average. I continue to be a seller into strength. I continue to be a seller into a previous range breakdown level, and that's not going to change until we take out at least 1 day worth of highs, right? We'll take out 1 day's worth of lower highs to kind of break that cycle. But again, I am cheering for the market, but I'm not naive to think this is a market that's going to wake up and just like that at any second, just to appease, right? Just to appease our ego that we would like to see the bull market back. Yeah, no kidding. I would love to see a rapid bull market back. But the point is, again, we don't know how long this is going to last. God gave you, again, 2 hands, 2 eyes, 2 ears. Guys, trade both sides of the market. And you should be confident in doing so. So tomorrow, again, we'll see, right? We'll see. CPI. Again, I don't want to, sensationalize a do or die. But I mean, realistically, what do the bulls need to do, right? What do the bulls need to do to kind of get out of this doldrum? Well, they have to get back above the 50-day. The 50-day right now is roughly around 512. Right now, we're at 505. Is it possible, is it possible we test the lows from a couple of days ago, hold, rally, close above 510, reclaiming the 5-day moving average, and then start attacking the 50-day? Yeah, in a perfect world, that's beautiful, right? That's absolutely beautiful. Everything will be great. But guess what? We don't live in a perfect world. Like I said in the beginning, in the preamble, life's not fair. Trading is not fair. Get over it. Move on. Again, the world doesn't care about your complaints and moans and gripes. The world doesn't care about the labor pains. The world just wants to see the baby. So by you sitting there and talking about it's not fair and sucks and this and that, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Literally, nobody cares. Everybody is responsible for doing what they have to do to progress in life. Not just trading, but progress in life. So again, you're allowed to complain. We're all human beings. But at the end of the day, again, adapt or perish, right? I think that's the best world. I guess survival, the fittest, Darwinism, all that good stuff. So again, CPI tomorrow, 8:30 in the morning, will obviously dictate the day. Again, folks, if we do get a gap up, just be careful. Do not buy stock into supply. Again, the history has shown you over and over and over again why that's such a bad idea. Until we get back above a previous day's channel, there's absolutely no reason to buy into strength. You're going to get stuffed into supply. And as you saw today, right? If you saw today, based on your eyeballs, right? Based on the eye test, you kind of know what I'm saying. It happens to be reality and not fantasy world. So let me give you guys some ideas for tomorrow, right? I apologize. I didn't give you any ideas for yesterday. We actually had some pretty good pivots. I just don't feel like going into them today. You guys know what we had, BBIA and blah, 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 and CTVA, and Tesla ran up $6 off that's opening range highs, blah, 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 blah. So let me give you guys some ideas for tomorrow, right? Bitcoin continues to be disconnected for the market. That's a good thing. Keeps on holding that 90 area. Look at MSTR. Right? Look at MSTR. MSTR got rejected off the 50-day moving average today. Okay. So it's a very, very big deal that if Bitcoin starts moving up, that MSTR wakes up with it. I think if it could reclaim back the 50-day moving average, and again, that's a very, very big if. I'm giving you scenarios that everything is perfect in the world. So if MSTR can get back above today's channel, start building and reclaim back the 50-day moving average, maybe this thing wakes up. Guys, look at Airbnb. This thing is very, very close to breaking down. Look at this chart, folks. Look at this chart. This is a distribution going back about a month. The longer the distribution, the better the move will be. Guys, watch the bottom channel here of Airbnb. This thing starts confirming the bottom channel. This thing can get hit. Look at GameStop. GameStop, I would never in my life talk about this on the upside. But this candle today took down a month, maybe 2 months worth of buying on one candle and closed below the 50-day moving average. Watch GameStop. This thing confirms today's channel. You can see a move to 26.25. Keep an eye on that. Tesla. I mean, right? They sold the rumor, right? They sold the rumor. It got rejected at the top of the range. Again, is this the greatest setup in the world? No, but it starts confirming today's channel. Again, this thing might take a couple of days to really, really play itself out. But if that CPI number gets sold, look at the 60-minute view. Again, this is a fake twick, right? Look at this bottom channel here. This thing starts losing the bottom channel here. There's a lot of room down. There's a lot of room down on Tesla, and they keep on pounding, folks. They keep on pounding those weekly, 130, 125s on NVIDIA. Keep an eye on this thing. Keep an eye on this thing, especially if the market can rally. Again, another example of a stock that got sold into supply today at the open. So again, we learn from our lessons, right? If you bought today, the market, all excited and this and that and the other thing and realizing and just trying to figure out why it didn't work, again, refer to the weekend video or just listen to what I'm telling you. You bought strength into supply. Again, it's a very, very big no-no. That's something that, you learn once, you learn twice, you don't do it again. That's the whole point. You don't do it again. Guys, have a great night, everybody. God bless. Hope everybody's doing well. Again, if you're interested in pivots, click the link below. All you need to do is kick the tires for 30 days. If nothing at all, I'll open up your eyes to look at the market in a different view. Guys, God bless everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. Good luck.